You're going to pour 250 ml of water, mix it into the dish, and it will evaporate.
And then?
And then it will evaporate.
What's that?
That's nutritional yeast.
It's not
Instant yeast.
Okay, let's start that again. That was 1.5 cups of warm water with 1 sachet of instant yeast, and stir that for a few minutes. Next, in a large dish, sift 3 cups of cake flour. I then added a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Give that a good stir. After 10 minutes, the yeast in water mixture will start to look a bit foamy. Then you know it's good to go. Make a little well in the flour and pour half the mixture in. I then used a wooden spoon to start mixing the mixture. And after a few minutes, I poured in the rest of the mixture. Mix until all the water is combined into the flour.
So now it's time to get your hands dirty and start kneading the dough.
This should take about 5 minutes to get to this consistency. And at this point, I think we're sitting on 10 minutes of kneading. Your dough should look like this, and it's time to pour in a little bit of olive oil. So the olive oil will help the dough rise on the sides if you don't have a glass dish like I do. The dough should then be covered with a damp cotton cloth and be let to rise for 1 hour. 1 hour later, our dough has risen to double its size, and it's time to give it a good punch. Then you should take out your dough, spread a little bit of flour on your surface, and take out your dough from your dish. I do this part by stretching the dough at different sides to just create some air pockets within the bread. The dough is then ready for a second rise. So now you use an oven dish and spray it with some cooking spray. I use the coconut oil cooking spray. I just put my dough onto this oven dish and cover it with a cloth to rise for another hour. In 30 minutes, your oven is ready to be switched on to 200 degrees on bake. After the second rise, your dough should look like this. I then take a super sharp knife and make some incisions on the surface. I forgot to record this secret, but you usually take some water in a spray bottle and spray this at this point, and this will make sure your dough is super crispy. I then used some spices from the Old Stone Mill on top of my bread just for some extra added flavor. The bread dough is now ready for the oven and should be left in for 30 minutes. This is the final product.